Good morning, afternoon, or evening, You Can Heal family. I'm Shena. We're back reading the Old Testament, Deuteronomy. We're starting chapter 26 today, and I don't want to step on anybody's toes. We're talking about the law of the tithe. So if you're new to the Bible and the scriptures, sometimes the tithe can be a little interesting if you're not used to giving, especially right off the top, that 10%. So let these verses challenge you. I'm not sure what they actually say, but just by the title, yeah, maybe it'll give someone the nudge they need or get someone else thinking about what it is they might want to do. I know that I'm a tither, and I thank God for the discipline in that particular area of my life. I got to see my grandson tonight, if you want to know, and he cried a little bit, and it kind of made me sad when I held him, but then later I got to just walk with him and cuddle with him. So he's just super, super sweet. He really is. He's a cutie pie. So it was good to see my daughter and her fiance and the baby. So I thank God for that. That's my win for today, Chrissy Sam. Chrissy Sam has a YouTube channel, and on Wednesday she asked us to let us know what our win was for Wednesday. So that's mine. And I made Philly cheesesteaks, and they came out pretty good. So anywho, let's get going here. Deuteronomy chapter 26, Law of the Tithe. When you arrive in the land the Lord your God is giving you as a special possession, and you have conquered it and settled there, put some of the first produce from each harvest into a basket, and bring it to the place the Lord your God chooses for his name to be honored. Go to the priest in charge at that time and say to him, with this gift I acknowledge that the Lord your God has brought me into the land he swore to give our ancestors. The priest will then take the basket from your hand and set it before the altar of the Lord your God. You must then say in the presence of the Lord your God, my ancestor Jacob was a wandering Aramean who went to live in Egypt. His family was few in number, but in Egypt they became a mighty and numerous nation. When the Egyptians mistreated and humiliated us by making us their slaves, we cried out to the Lord, the God of our ancestors. He heard us and saw our hardship, toil, and oppression. So the Lord brought us out of Egypt with amazing power, overwhelming terror, and miraculous signs and wonders. He brought us to this place and gave us this land flowing with milk and honey. It just, anything we go through, it does seem, like a hardship or toilsome and just difficult. But God's got something better on the other side. And I know on this channel we talk about, healing and only desiring healthy relationships in our life. And for some of us, we've never had that. I haven't, as far as a romantic relationship. So, like, on the other side, there's a land flowing with milk and honey, right? It's not always going to be this way, because now we know the difference, or we know what we don't want. So we can be a little bit more aware, when it comes to getting in a relationship, right? But just know that God's got something good for you coming. He really does. And verse 10 says, and now, O Lord, I have brought you a token of the first crops and of the crops you have given me from the ground. Then place the produce before the Lord your God and worship him. Afterward, go and celebrate, because all the good things the Lord your God has given to you and your household. Remember to include, the Levites and the foreigners living among you in the celebration. Every third year you must offer a special tithe of your crops. You must give these tithes to the Levites, foreigners, orphans, and widows, so they will have enough to eat in your towns. Then you must declare in the presence of the Lord your God, I have taken the sacred gift from my house and have given it to the Levites, foreigners, orphans, and widows, just as you commanded me. I have not violated or forgotten any of your commands. I have not eaten any of it while in mourning. Oh my goodness, long day. Sorry, I have not touched it while I was ceremonially unclean, and I have not offered any of it to the dead. I have obeyed the Lord my God, and have done everything you command me. Look down from your holy dwelling place in heaven, and bless your people Israel and the land you have given us, a land flowing with milk and honey, just as you solemnly promised our ancestors. Vow of Israel and of God. Today the Lord your God has commanded you to obey all these laws and regulations. You must commit yourself to them without reservation. You have declared today that the Lord is your God. You have promised to obey his laws, commands, and regulations by walking in his ways and doing everything he tells you. That doesn't leave out anything. The Lord has declared today that you are his people, his own special treasure, just as he promised, and that you must obey all his commands. And if you do, he will make you greater than any other nation. Then you will receive praise, honor, and renown. You will be a nation that is holy to the Lord your God, just as he had promised. Oh, those Israelites, I tell you. Just obey, and he will make you his renowned, giving you everything we need. And even today, just follow the Lord, do what he says, follow his commands. This section wasn't what I thought it was with the tithe, but it did mention in the beginning of verse 12, every third year you must offer a special tithe of your crops. And I just know from living that anything we should do, we should give our best to God, the first of our day, not just our money, but the first of our day, our effort, our energy, just how we present ourselves to the world, to people. Let's give our best, do our best to do that. If that makes sense, amen? So that's it. I've got an inspection for the daycare coming in the morning tomorrow. So I'm going to get some rest, and I trust that you're having a great day or had one, and I don't know, that you just feel at peace. You just feel at peace in your heart. Always remember, true healing begins with self-love. Why? Because God is love, and he lives on the inside of you. We'll talk tomorrow. Bye.